Yo, Lee. I think we got another one.
Come on.
Sing it.
Thought you should know that I will never ever go away.
So you'll never have to worry.
As long as I care for the sparrows in the sky.
You will never have to worry.
Though it may seem today that I'm so far away from you, you never have to fall, 'cause I'm right here before you call my name. And I'll come running to heal you, feel you, take you by the hand, and I'll show you the way to where I am. Thought you should know that I will never ever go away.
You'll never have to worry.
As long as I care for the sparrows in the sky.
Never have to worry.
Forget your yesterday, for when this night to brand new day gives way. Your life, your breath renewed, a ray of sun reminds you it's okay. You'll never be alone if you feel me, hear me, take me into your heart, and we'll never ever have to part. You should know that I would never ever go away.
Never have to worry.
As long as I care for the sparrows in the sky.
Never have to worry. Never have to worry about a thing. Don't have to worry. You will never have to worry about a thing. Don't have to worry about a thing.
Thought you should know that I would never ever go.
So you'll never have to worry.
As long as I care for the sparrows in the sky. Oh yeah. Don't worry. Said I never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread.
So you'll never have to worry.
Consider the lilies, how they grow. Whatever you need, your Father knows. Oh, come on, let me say.
Oh, you'll never. Don't you know you never have to worry? I will always be there. Oh yeah, said you will never, you will never have to worry. You will never have to worry. Oh, yes.
If you only knew what I do for you, just be me, nothing that we couldn't do. If you only do what I asked you to, I would make your dreams come true. If you only knew. For so long I've been waiting to spend some time with you. You don't know, you cannot imagine the things that we could do. You can't even understand. If you would only let me in, I would do something special just for you. Only for you. say begin? I have so many plans for me and you. If you only knew, if you only knew I'd do for you. It'd just be me and you, nothing that we couldn't do. If you only knew I asked you to, I would make your dreams come true. If you only knew, why don't you? Can we go somewhere just me and you? Just the two. Don't delay. It's your day. Would it be okay? Just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Take places that you've never been. Answer all of the questions you never asked. Oh, you never asked. If you would only take my hand. No more sorrow, no more pain. Never ever hurt again. I'll give you shelter from the rain. All I really want to say is I love you. Let me take you in my arms and just fly away. Ooh, never gonna let you go, baby. Don't wake us tomorrow may never come. If you only knew I'd do for you, it'd just be me and you, nothing that we couldn't do. If you only knew I asked you to, I would make your dreams come true. If you only knew, if you only knew I'd do for you, it'd just be me and you, nothing that we couldn't do. If you only knew I asked you to, I would make your dreams come true. If you only knew. Just between you and me, this is nice. There's no tricks. Ooh, this love is just between you and me. This is nice. Ooh, there's no tricks. This love is just what do I have to do to let you know? Should I make your flowers grow? Should I make it rain or snow? Yeah. So many things I've done just for you. Forest green and ocean blue, just to show my love is true. Just between you and me, this is nice. There's no tricks. This love is so real. Just between, this is nice. There's no tricks. This love is so real, yeah. Don't you know I taught the birds to fly, hung the stars up in the sky? Can you guess the reason why? Can you take more than a passing glance? Nothing is by happenstance, yet you think it's just by chance. Just between you and me, this is not no tricks. This love is so real. Between you and me, this is not, there's no tricks. This love is so real. Ocean deep, river wide, valley low and mountain high.
Why the music stop? What's up, y'all?
Hey, everybody. What's going on? We got everybody in here. I know you didn't just
I'm
do that
sipping,
in the
babe.
mic.
Sipping in the mic
Can't do
tonight.
that, babe. That's
Oh
too
man,
loud.
babe. Look, I got all that showing back there.
Oh.
Gotta cover it up. All right,
Okay.
y'all. We got people all in the comments already, and we haven't even really started talking about it yet.
What up, y'all?
I love these kind of topics,
Got
man.
these top chimes
These are the
coming
best.
in. Primo, Brian.
yeah.
What up, Gabe?
And we got a lot of top
Girly
times under
Ingrid,
tonight, you know what I'm saying?
hey.
Oh yeah, Ingrid, what's up? I said hi to you already on there, but
Yeah.
I haven't talked to you in a minute, man. I don't know where you at, what you're doing. I'm assuming you're still in Alabama somewhere, but I really don't know.
What up, Jeremiah and Madeline? Welcome, guys. And I'm not going to do welcome 3 times.
Horace,
What
the
up,
deal,
Anna?
man?
Hey.
Anna's still working. Wow. Well, actually, it's not that. Oh, it's 6 o'clock where you are, right? That's not.
Yeah,
real
that's
bad.
kind of
You know what I'm
late,
saying?
I guess. Hey, Cynthia.
Cynthia, what's the deal?
How's everybody? What up, Horace?
Yeah. So, I'm excited about tonight's subject.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
You know, I'm always excited about subjects that I feel like are a little bit controversial. and the reason is because I feel like there are topics that we shy away from or things we know we can't really talk about just because of the nature of the thing itself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And tonight I feel like is one of those topics
Okay.
that we all have opinions about.
Yeah.
But how do you even, really talk about it? What's up, Jocelyn?
Hey, Jocelyn.
Pretty much, I can't wait to meet up with Horace in real life.
I know, man. We all got to get together, man.
For real. We want to see all y'all in real life,
We need to
man.
fix
You know what I'm
that.
saying? What do you want me to do with it?
I don't know.
Normally I
can't
have
do
that. Normally I
anything.
have that thing in front
I
of
think
it.
you're
You know what
bringing
I'm saying?
attention to it.
Okay,
I think we
sorry. They don't
All
care.
right, y'all. So, you want to tell them how we? Well, let's
Yes,
just.
I do.
Okay.
Let me just say this. So, let me just tell you how we come up with topics. 9 times out of 10, a topic. That's not true. It's not that often.
We don't have to do that. Just okay. We got a question. We
That-
got a question this week.
Yes.
But what's crazy is the question went right along with something that we dealt with
Recently.
recently.
Yes.
So
That's true. You can share this. Yeah, do that right now. We probably should be starting off
yes,
by saying
let's
stuff
just
like
do
that.
that.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
we're excited about the topic.
You're right.
But
So first of all, if you're not following us already on any of our socials, you need to do that right now. Go to our YouTube channel. You can subscribe there. If you're already watching from YouTube, you can subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're already on our Facebook page, because you can watch this now on our Facebook page, or you can watch it on my personal page. I don't know which one you're on, but you can go to our page and like it. And then you can go to Instagram and you can follow us there. We have a lot of different stuff on there, polls and stuff like that we like to do. So
yeah,
you know.
so we want you guys on all of those.
exactly. So get on everything right now, and we'll appreciate that. Also, you can go ahead and share this video on your own timeline. Just click share. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then
just
your
click
people will
share.
join and be a part of this conversation
Right.
as
What up, Sobs? What's going on?
well. Sabutsil. So yeah. All right. So tonight's topic. Should I just start by putting the question up?
Yeah, we'll start with the question. Let's go ahead because
I
and then
moved-
we'll talk about us later if it comes up.
Okay. We will see.
Horace said Facebook algorithms must be off. My top fan is
Your
gone.
top fan is gone. How'd that
How'd
happen?
that happen?
What?
Let me get my chimes in where they count over
You
here.
you just had top fan status. I mean, you've had it this whole time, but
What happened?
that doesn't make any sense. Now, Horace, are you accidentally watching this right now on my personal page, or are you watching it on the John and April page? Because I think
You have to
it's
be
the
on the
John and
same-
April page that allows you to have
Right.
the top chime status,
Right,
or
right.
top whatever this thing, fan, whatever. We like calling you top chimes.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Oh, let's talk about the merch.
oh, that's true. You know what?
Yes.
I don't think I put a thing with the merch
I
store
don't think
on
you
there.
did.
Primo's saying his is gone too. Why would it be
Oh
gone?
man.
Talk about Saba stolen.
What up, Michael?
Why would it be gone?
I don't know. We'll find
That's
out. We
crazy.
need Saba will help us figure out.
Yes, Saba, you need to check
You
into
need
the
to help us
algorithm
figure
and
that
tell us
out.
what the problem is,
Yeah,
man. We don't know what's going on, man. That's crazy. Oh, now Cynthia's a top fan, so maybe they can only have a certain amount of the time. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know.
Because
I don't know.
you weren't a top fan last week, I don't think, Cynthia. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's
And
on
he's
John
on-
and April
yeah.
page. Okay, I don't know. We'll have to
I
figure
don't
that out.
get it, man. That
Chimes
is
in the
crazy.
house. Exactly.
Yeah, we know you earned your Saba, but we want to know, are you stealing other people's? You know what I'm saying? What's happening to theirs? You know what I mean? That's
All right,
crazy, man.
so guys, we actually have
our merch store ready
Primo
to
said
go.
he was on my page, so that's the problem.
okay.
Maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
switch
Maybe that's
pages,
why.
Primo.
Maybe
See what
that's
happens. Yeah, so we have. So I really should have put a thing on here. We
That's
finally.
okay. We
So
can-
you guys were talking just last week about wanting merch. I think Primo was the one that said if there was a Team John T-shirt, he was like he would actually wear it. So Horace
Horace
he's
on
on both. So the point is, you can go right now to merch.justjohnandapril.com. And we'll put it on the in the comments real quick, so you can have it there too. MERCH, merch.justjohnandapril.com. If you go there, you will see all of our stuff. In fact, that's the long one right there.
It's merch.justjohnandapril.com.
Yeah, so you can do that too. It actually takes you there. This is this other one's the long URL, but merch.justjohnandapril.com will take you there as well. And we have Top Chime shirts on there.
Top Chime shirts for y'all.
And we have
Team April, Team John
April, Team
shirts.
John shirts. And we also, this is what we did, because we know there are some of y'all that are constantly Team John, but you're not male. And there's some of y'all that are constantly Team John, but you're not, Team April, but you're not female.
Exactly.
Right. There are guys that are Team April all the time,
Right.
and there are girls that are Team John all the time.
So we got some special shirts for you.
Yes, exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? You guys can get that.
Get some sweatshirts. Y'all can get, you see my
Yeah, we got iPhone
my
cases.
cell phone case,
We actually have
water bottle,
and a mug. So anyway,
couple
have a
of
ball.
things. Couple of things. You got a mask. You can get your John April mask if you want.
Yeah, I do wish I had a thing so I could put it up on the
It's
screen.
okay.
to
We'll
look
do it
better,
next
you know what I'm
time. But I
saying?
wanted to tell them
Yeah. I'm
because
glad you
we
remembered.
talked about that
I forgot
last
about it
time,
totally.
and so you know.
We actually went to work literally almost immediately.
We did.
As soon as
did.
what you call it said that. As soon as Primo said that,
we
just went to work right then.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Top time shirts must be earned.
That's right. If you are a top chime, you're right.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you feel like you're a top chime,
Yeah, exactly.
get your shirt.
Exactly.
Get your shirt.
Who cares what the algorithm says?
Exactly.
Algorithm don't have to agree.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
We know you a top chime. All right, so.
All right, so
guys
ready
that are
to
Team
get
April-
ready to put a guys that are Team April, man card is seriously a jeopardy.
Wow.
No. I'm gonna tell you a perfect
Primo.
situation I'm talking about.
No, that's all right.
There's
Don't-
a couple that has the exact like personality style as me and April, but the wife has my style, my personality style, and the husband has April's.
So he's usually Team April.
And
she's usually Team John.
And it just
so
happened that
boom,
way.
Primo. Since you ain't never gonna be Team April. I know Shalita is, so I'm all right.
Jocelyn says she can't wait to check it all out. You know what I'm saying?
Yay, Jocelyn. Okay.
Okay, y'all. So let's put on the question. Here
put the
is
question up.
tonight's question.
Okay. My wife and I sometimes have arguments, and it seems like it's always around that time of the month.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say something so badly, but it feels like I can't. Do you think reminding her of her period when she gets like this is a good idea?
All right, so the quick answer, which all husbands that have been married longer than 15 minutes already know,
No.
is no.
That is not a good idea.
It's not a good idea. But tonight, I think we want to kind of get into what it is about that makes that not a good idea. And I think we also kind of want to talk a little bit about why this is an issue in the first place and whether or not it is an issue. So let me start with that. Mm-hmm. Can I start with this? Okay,
Yes.
April, you are a woman.
Yes.
That was a statement, not a question. You are all woman.
Okay. All right.
And you experience your monthly cycle still because you are a young woman.
All right.
So I said good night and I'm out. And people said no. Okay, so here's my question to you because I've seen some different things out there. The question is PMS an actual phenomenon? And when I say is it a real thing, what I really want to know, which I think husbands would want to know, or boyfriends, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What I really, I'm turning my chop chop card and punching out. Okay, here's what I want to know, April.
Okay.
I want to know, is it a real thing in that do you experience different moods during that time of the month? Is it real? Why are you laughing, first of all? That's what I'm saying.
because I know you anyway. I'll talk about that later.
Say, yes, it's real.
Yes, I believe.
Okay.
It is a real diagnosis.
That's
yes,
true. That's
it
true.
is.
That's different.
So
Okay.
that is different. But
Go ahead,
I
what you
do
gonna say?
think that everybody doesn't have, I guess, the clinical, medical, not problem, but whatever it is that you get the diagnosis that you have PMS.
Yes.
Like I know somebody who's been diagnosed and it is clear, because it's not just your mood. It's not just that. It's, like horrible cramping and those kinds of things go along with it as well. So
Yeah. I think they did a bunch of different stuff.
But
that
I
could be
do
in
believe it is real. And I do believe that if you haven't been necessarily diagnosed with PMS, there is something that happens.
Okay, so
There
so
is
let's
something
get
that
let's get
happens.
off the diagnosis one.
Okay.
Because you clearly
So are we just gonna call it PMS and it's not the diagnosis one?
yes.
Is that what we're
So
gonna do?
so
Okay.
so
All right.
tonight for this purpose, for our purposes, we're going to refer to PMS as the period of time before a woman's monthly cycle.
Okay.
But I think if you're a man, you also probably include in that the time that his wife is actually on her period as well.
right.
Okay, so we know that PMS, the letter P stands for pre.
Right.
And PMS is premenstrual cycle.
Right.
So we know that the PMS technically would be before your period starts. But I
Right.
think when most men say it in their minds
They're
or
talking about
whatever,
when
they're
she's
talking
on.
about the time before and
Right.
while she's actually on.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So what I want to know is
So that's
is-
how we're gonna use that term right
that's
now.
how we're going to use
Okay.
that term
All right.
tonight for these purposes. We
Yes.
all agree to that. Okay. So what I want to know is it real? Does something actually happen inside of you that you can feel that something different is happening?
For me, sometimes.
Okay.
It's not every month.
Okay.
And I think, Kay Williams is saying that right now.
It's
It
an
is
individual
interesting.
thing. Yeah,
Different
dude.
people experience at different times, and it's true.
Yes.
It's not always the same thing.
And that's the same with you. Yeah.
What?
Maybe ask clarifying questions but not provide commentary. Is she talking about
Just go on.
Okay, anyway. What were you saying?
I don't know. Okay, so yes, PMS is real. I do believe that it's different for different women. I agree with you, Kay. It comes, sometimes I have good months, sometimes I don't. And I actually am not aware, personally. I am not, the whole pre thing, it could be 2 weeks before. It could be, during. It's like I can't say all the time, oh man, I'm about to come on my period. That's why I got an attitude, or that's why I'm, because I don't think, and I've read about this kind of stuff, the bad thing is that it's always seen as you're going to be, you're going to respond in a negative way.
Right.
That is negative.
Right.
And it's not necessarily always negative. You could just be maybe more sensitive that month. That's not a negative thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not always got an attitude ready to pop off on somebody. You know what I'm saying? But that is the way that it has been, we have
It's definitely the way this portrayed.
categorized that as a negative.
That is the caricature of it.
That's the caricature of it.
Yes. And in fact, we have ways of talking about it that make it, oh, she's PMSing.
Exactly.
So it's automatically negative.
Exactly. And I'm saying it could be that you're more sensitive that month.
Okay,
or
so-
you want more alone time.
Right.
That's not a negative thing.
Right.
But it is it's considered negative, the whole thing. But I do believe it's real. Yes. So that was the question you asked me.
Brian said all men out there need to sit on their hands, stuff their mouths full of chips, toss their phone in the neighbor's yard, and a dog sit on it, and let the woman have this one. So before
Well, we need to talk about this. I want to know how you guys feel. I want to know what the men are thinking.
I want to go into that in a second, because what I'm seeing consistently right now is the answer to this gentleman's question is no, you should not be reminding her about that. And there's a reason. It sounds like the men in this chat have probably done that. And that they know you
And you
shouldn't
can
do it.
include yourself in that list.
Well, I'm not in the chat, but yes, I have done that. Now, when I did it, it was very early in our marriage. And I thought that sharing that with you, and it's so weird how men's minds work. I don't know why we think that sharing that with you is actually going to de-escalate things.
No, I think that you feel like if I tell her, she's going to stop. You see what I'm saying? If I tell her, she's going to be like, oh, right. I didn't realize I was on my period. You're right. My bad.
It's not
That's
exactly
why
that.
No.
It's not exactly that. But
So
I think what I was thinking at the time was that if she realized that, okay, I want to make sure I'm not jumping ahead of it anywhere.
Okay, go ahead. Just
because
jump.
because
Yeah.
here's the thing. What I felt like was at the time that the way that you were responding to this particular situation, whatever it was, I can't remember what we were talking about. It was 20 years ago, right? But however you were responding to this situation was different from how you normally respond. And when in my head I was trying to figure out, what did I do differently? No, I'm being dead serious.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, what did I do to make her respond like this? And I'm going back through my head trying to figure out, wait, what did I do? And then the conclusion I came to was, I don't think I did anything differently. I think something different is going on in you. And somehow I thought that by sharing with you that maybe something different is going on with you would have helped, but it didn't. It made it worse.
Right.
In fact, you had a huge issue with the fact that I even brought that up.
Right.
And the way that you responded let me know I can never do that again.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, and this is what I always say, and ladies, tell me if you agree with me or not, but I feel like even though I might be, responding in a way that you feel like is different from the way I normally respond, the whole point is, these are my feelings right now. That's the whole point. Even though you might feel like the only reason why she's acting like this is because she's on her period, that does not mean that these are not my feelings.
So
do you understand what I'm saying? And so that's what makes me so upset.
So you feel in that moment that instead of hearing your feelings, I'm invalidating them by saying these aren't real feelings. These are brought on by some other thing.
Exactly. They're not even real. So I'm not going to even deal with them.
Right.
Because they're not, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I think that's the issue that women have, that when you do that, you're making it like my feelings don't mean anything, and that, this is just this thing that comes and it's messing up stuff and making you crazy.
Right.
When that's not really the case. I
Right.
still feel the way that I do.
Right. Here's the other thing. If I'm just going to be Team April for a second, I actually feel like...
Say that again?
I actually feel like every situation in which I wanted to share with you that... Because I wanted to share with you. Okay, I wanted to share that multiple times. I just, don't usually do it anymore.
You think you don't. That's the thing. That's what makes me so mad.
What I'm really saying is I don't share it like that.
I know,
like I
but you
did
still
then.
share it.
Okay.
So it's like, even if, and men, they need to notice that even if you don't say anything,
You can still tell when we're thinking it.
Exactly. Because your body language, you're kind of like, oh, brother. You get this little look like, here she goes. That's not good either.
But here's what I was going to say, though. Every time, your feelings are still, like, I've never had a situation where I felt like what you were feeling wasn't actual. It's just, in a normal situation, it doesn't bother you. So here's my point. The thing you have an issue with, I think is always a real issue. It's just sometimes that doesn't bother you. And other times it does.
And so it's a frustration that you don't know when it does and when it doesn't? Is that it?
That's the initial frustration. Not anymore. 20 years in, I know.
Right.
Now I know.
Right.
And here's the thing about you. I'll just share with you guys about April. And it's probably the same with most women that are on here. It's never the same every month. So it's not like I can set my watch by it and know that when we're 2 weeks out, she's going to act like this. Every month is different.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it's not an attitude that you have. I can't think. Honestly, the only people that get attitude from you are our kids during that time. And you don't usually do that to me. But there are other things. Let me tell you what it feels like for me. It feels like I can be John, which is sarcastic and joke around and all that kind of stuff. I can do all that except sometimes. And when I can't do that, when this time, that's when I feel like now I'm being sort of hampered. And that's when I want to say, man, this is you, this isn't me. But I actually have gotten to the point where I feel good about changing how I'm being right then in order to accommodate a different
and that's
way
my
of being.
next question.
Okay, what is it?
Do you feel like you should, and the ladies agreed with me, by the way.
Let's see
facts.
what they're saying. Well, yeah.
Oh, and Cynthia, the PMDD, I did know about that. That's the more of severity.
Oh, the diagnosis is called PMDD.
Right.
It's based on the length of time and severity of the symptoms.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Yes,
yeah,
that is
yeah,
helpful.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you.
That is helpful. Okay, so Brian says, just like they accept our insecurities and moods, women have theirs. It's just unfortunate theirs is a scapegoat time of the month, of which men can justify unusual behavior, in our opinion, which really is just an opportunity to ask more questions and learn more about our women. Boom. That's a chomp comment. Yes, it is. Good job, Brian. Primo said, this is simple. Every good thing you normally do, listen, love, serve, comfort, perform double triple. And then number 2, act normal even though she's not. And number 3, take nothing personal. That's good advice, Primo.
That is. That's good.
I actually think it is.
That's good.
That's like a man that's been married for a while.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It may bother us. Our reactions may be stronger during that time of the month, yes. Oh, I can't stand it. You can't stand when Horace says the time of the month?
Oh, exactly. I know that's what she's saying. I can't stand it either. Hey,
Dana, what's up?
Hey.
Just treat us nice and tender, and yes, keep your kids away.
Yeah, the kids, woo, honey.
The only noteworthy symptom I have is emotional shifts, and they can be extreme. And so Gabe says, I try to be accommodating because I want her to be accommodating when I get in one of my moods. Okay, so we're going to talk about that tonight, too. We have that in a second.
Yes.
And then Horace says, I've learned not to take things personal, and she forewarns me lately that she may be a bit emotional. Okay.
I can't forewarn.
Well, sometimes you do.
I don't even know.
And so this is the problem that I have.
forewarn.
Sometimes you do, but very
How?
rarely.
When do I do that?
So there was
Please
one
tell
time
me,
a few
'cause
months ago where you actually said to me, babe, I'm feeling a little emotional right now for some reason. I don't know why. I need you to be less whatever. I don't remember what I was doing. You did that, but you don't do it a lot. And that's true. So I actually have to be a lot more attentive and figure out what's going on my own. And sometimes where I notice it's a problem is when I do something that I always do, and now all of a sudden you're mad at me. I'm like, whoa, what did I? Oh, okay, I think. But
So
then I want to actually say, okay, she's probably coming on her period soon. But if I say that, you immediately get mad at me.
But what is the point of saying it?
It doesn't.
That's
You're right.
the question.
It doesn't have a point.
Because
you're absolutely right.
because the point of saying it really
it's
is
like thinking
to,
out loud. I'm serious.
Yes, I know.
Sometimes,
I know.
okay, hold on.
But why do you need to say
pause,
it?
Pause.
That's the question.
If we're in an argument, it's not thinking out loud.
Right.
If I just realize it on my, then sometimes it's thinking out loud. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like I'm trying to figure out what happened. What did I just do?
So
Why did that go
I
wrong?
want to just jump to
Hold
what
on. I actually, and those around me, haven't noticed a shift in temperament during Miss Flo's visits. You have not, Angie. That's good.
that is good.
Okay, so no, Horace is good. I can't stand how my reactions are strong. Oh, so it's not even him.
Okay.
She's saying she can't stand it, how things change for her and she doesn't like that.
Right.
That's the $1 million question. Yeah, why do you have to say it?
Right. Why do you even have to say it? And I think it's because you want to make a point. Like, this isn't, it's almost like this attitude. Like,
You're right, babe. In an argument, that's what it is.
Thank you for being honest.
You're right.
I need you to be honest.
If we're in
here.
an argument and we're
Yes,
and
or
it feels like we can't resolve it, it's like
you
want to
just be
reason
like,
I can't.
It's your period. Just let's just, you know.
It's not that though. I never want to use it in a dismissive way.
Okay.
That's not what's happening.
It feels like that though.
I know.
So you don't want
I'm
to.
sure it
Okay.
does. But let me tell you what's happening to me.
Hey, Courtney.
What's up, Courtney? So this is what's happening to me. We're in the middle of this argument, and the normal stuff that helps to de-escalate the argument and helps us get to the point where we can actually get back to a place of understanding isn't working. And so I'm sitting here trying to figure out, why is this not working? Then there's other things that I'm doing that are being rejected, and some things that you're initiating. And I'm like, what is happening?
Okay.
And so I'm now I can't figure it out. Because here's the other thing. With you, it's not consistent enough for me to
Right.
ever say, oh, that's what this is. So this is like once every 4 months.
Right.
This doesn't even happen every quarter. This is,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That happens like 3 or 4 times a year, maybe. And 3 or 4 times would be a quarter, but that's not even always.
Yeah.
So when that happens, I'm like bewildered. And so now I'm literally trying to figure out, what is this? And then, oh. So now when I know, it's like, okay, babe, this is what it is.
Yeah,
But I know from experience that by bringing it up right there, it's gonna make it worse.
yeah. So why do that? So anyway, I since Gabe brought it up, and we were going to talk about this later, but I feel like if we don't now,
Now
we're
it's
gonna forget.
later. That's good. Go ahead.
But do you feel like, and I'm really jumping the gun for real, but do you
No,
feel
they don't
like
care.
men? Because I feel
Yes.
like men have their own PMS.
I definitely feel like I have my own cycle.
You do.
Okay. And here's
Somebody need to
here's
tell
the
me about
problem.
that.
Here's the worst thing in the
Cynthia,
world. Sometimes
tell us
our
what that
cycles
is.
align.
Yes, and that's when it's
And that's
really bad.
and that's what happened this last time.
yes.
That's really
So-
what happened.
Yes.
Go ahead,
We
just tell
had
us
a
what
big,
happened.
y'all, we have not argued like this since the pandemic started.
That's true. And this is a different kind of thing. This is one of those things where it wasn't just an argument. It was like a feeling that stayed for several days. So this was a thing that happened, let's say
This was
4 days
like-
ago, and we still hadn't resolved it. And it wasn't the thing that
Right.
hadn't been resolved. It was like a feeling that was still
And
there.
it just really grew and became a huge thing when
bad.
we both were on our periods.
That's basically what it felt like. Is we were both on.
We were both on. We were both, And I hadn't had anything like this in so long that I didn't even recognize it.
Right. It was bad.
But still, when I think back on what I was upset about, I can still say I still had those feelings. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Again, I agree. I think that it was legit.
I think that we
No
need
question.
to even. I think what somebody said. I think it was either Jocelyn or Ambry or somebody. I don't remember who said it, but talked about Anna. The emotional side. You're just emotional. Your emotions are heightened.
Yeah.
So it could cause you to react a little bit more passionate about the particular thing. But the point is the feeling is there.
Yeah.
The feeling and your thoughts and feelings about the situation is still the same whether you're on or not.
Let me ask you a question.
It's just your response it's the response.
Let me ask you a question. If there was a way for me to say something about you being on your period without at the same time devaluing or invalidating your feelings, would it be okay to do it then?
No.
Okay.
What's the point?
So the point.
What is the point?
So then it's not really. So that it's not really about your feelings not being validated. It's not the only thing.
What do you mean?
What
I'm saying
you
is-
said earlier that when I say that, or when someone says that, it sounds like what you're saying is your feelings really aren't legitimate. That it's just your period really talking. So
No, I'm saying that's what you think. That's what you're saying. I wasn't saying
I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I'm
Yeah.
saying that's why you don't like it. That's what you were saying. I
Yeah,
thought you were
yeah.
saying you don't like the fact that it makes you feel like I'm saying your feelings really don't matter.
right.
So if there was a way to communicate to you that I think this is that something we're dealing with right now is period related, without invalidating your feelings, would it be okay to say it then?
What I'm saying is, what's the point of saying it?
Well,
That's the whole thing.
Well, this is what
It's
Edward
like you're
Smith says.
trying
Edward says, I say it because I'm confirming it for myself so that I might know how to respond.
Well, just say it to yourself.
Well, that's what
quietly
April said. Say it in your mind.
own head. Okay, I know that she's on. So that's the next
and
question.
just change the way that
But
you.
that's the next question.
Okay.
Do you men feel like it is your job to change and be a little bit more sensitive during that time?
I definitely
do you feel like it's your
a-
job to do that?
Yeah, and I feel like, well, first of all, I feel like it's part of my duty. I feel like it's a part of Ephesians 5. I actually
Okay.
feel like it's loving your wife like Christ loved the church.
Okay.
It is loving your wife even in difficult situations, and I think one of the most difficult times is when you don't understand her. And I think some men maybe don't even connect the dots and realize that they have these same issues themselves. So it'd be easy to understand it if we don't get our period, but we do get a monthly.
Right.
We do have a cycle.
Right.
We do have a
Right.
mood
Right.
something.
Yes.
And so, and maybe some guys don't ever have it, but when that does happen, if we could remember how we felt during that time and would want our wives to be able to sort of, I don't know, validate our feelings during that time, then it would make us want to do that for them. But
Yeah.
my point is, I think it's part of my responsibility as a husband to love you even when I don't understand you.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel that way.
Okay.
But do you agree that I seem like I act that way?
You know what? Like I said, it doesn't happen often enough for me. But this past time, no, you did not.
It doesn't happen enough for you,
This-
meaning this is not a regular phenomenon for us to be able to test it that often.
Right. But this past time, you did not at all. Like
You're right.
none. Like
Right.
zero.
That was bad. And see, the thing is, sometimes whatever's going on with me at the time, I don't have the emotional bandwidth to give you what you need.
So how do you adjust that? How do you figure that out? Because it's like you don't want it to be. Let's say this was every month. Would you want a big blow up every month? No. Like how do you have it where your job is stressful or something going on with you, and be able to? And I'm saying, not saying that I can't say, okay, I know that I'm on. You know what? I need some space. You know, I need to be able to say, you know what? I want to be by myself right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I think that may help too.
Look at Gabe.
John was on his own. Yes, he was. He was.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I'm just saying, you know, I would need to say, I know that I'm on. I know I'm having some, you know, because I can tell when I am teaching. Do you see what I'm saying? I can tell when I'm teaching sometimes. Sometimes I can tell when I'm teaching that I'm okay. I gotta check myself because
Okay.
I can't be going off on these kids when
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So and I do.
Right.
I'm able to say, okay, let me get through this day. But I
Right.
know that at 3:30 I'm done.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
So it's a little bit different when you are home, you're in your own, and things are going on between me and you. I want to be able to just say how I'm feeling or react the way that I need to react. I'm not thinking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think it should be both.
Yeah.
Where I'm thinking about that once I realize it, and you being understanding in the process as well.
So here's what I'm feeling. I feel like men would be heroes in their relationships if they took more time to understand their wives in this regard. And I think the way that we treat you in this situation can pay dividends for us. So this is what Primo says. Men often want to just go away to the garage man cave golf course during that time of the month. That's usually not what women want. They want you to hang in there with them. To hang in there with her is demonstrating a demonstration of love. She will reward you when it's over. So I agree with that.
Yeah.
And I think we need to do better with that and be more consistent with that and be ready for it every month.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it's probably not
I
every
agree.
month, but we need to be ready for that.
Yeah,
every
but
month.
I think even when even when I don't show that I'm in a mood, I think during that time there is still some kind of change. You may not be able to pinpoint it, but some kind of change where a little bit more sensitivity, a little bit more,
like where we're being deferential, where we're
yes,
being
an emotional connection
yes,
too during
yes,
that time.
yes.
Would probably help along that way too.
Right. I agree with that. So Ambry says men have moods, so she agrees.
Yes,
Keisha
they
says
sure
they
do.
sure do. Angie says like ours.
Unlike ours.
the men's is not consistent. Laugh out loud.
True.
That may be true because
That
it
is
doesn't come
true. That's
specifically
true.
with a hormonal change that happens during that time.
Right.
Edward said Ambry is right. What she said was true about not needing to say it. And of course, Gabe said I was on my own
Yes,
flow.
but Horace,
He gets it when he's hangry. That's how I am.
John does too.
So Horace,
badly.
me and you are like twins from another mother or something, but that's my issue. And
Seriously.
April had to figure that out, really, because there were times I'd be biting
bad.
people's head off, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, you need to feed me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's
go
all.
get you a snack.
Okay, so Kay says I heard menopause can be even worse. I've heard similar
me
things,
too.
Kay.
I'm like, my mother was great, so I'm hoping that I can copy her.
Dana said we need to unsay it. Unsay it. Just unsay it.
Unsay it. Exactly. Just
I wish you could
unsay it.
unsay it. Once you say it. So Camilla said, don't even bring it up. There's no point in bringing it up. Facts, April.
There's
you know
no
what I'm saying?
point.
Right, April? We know our bodies most of the time. We don't need y'all to
Tell
us.
us. Exactly. You already going through your own thing.
Oh,
You know?
man. I feel like if the answer to the question on if it's a job will only dig us deeper in the hole, I go back to loving throughout of
And in spite not in spite
so,
of.
So he's saying, don't call it a job. Don't say it's the husband's job to... But if we think of it as a function of our loving her, I guess Brian's saying he's more comfortable with that idea than he is with I have to do this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
because then you might do it out of frustration or whatever.
Amber said this discussion is changing lives. Who talks about this? That's my point. I'm saying the reason why we're bringing it up tonight is largely because this is like an untalkable subject. I'm serious.
Yes.
Because the moment you bring it up, it's like,
Yes.
okay, but then how do we ever really discuss this as husband and wife if my mere mention of it makes you go crazy? Now, here's what I would say. I think you're fine talking about it when you're not on your period. Am I right about that?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe that's the first step. Now, if you're like me, though, the problem is you don't even remember to talk about that when you're not upset. If everything's
I know,
going well, I'm not
but-
taking my good time with
But this
April
is
to
the
bring
thing,
up
though.
this.
This
You know what I'm
is the thing.
saying?
This is the whole thing for me. And just listen to me right now.
I'm listening.
I really don't want you to talk about it.
Okay.
I mean,
Ever?
I guess, but I'm saying, just adjust. You know it's here. It's always been here. I'm just saying, this is not like something that just came up in year
Right,
5.
right.
You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, year 10, 5. You know, it's been here. You know, that's how you got here, because of that.
That's true.
So I'm saying you need to respect that joint, because
Right.
that's what got you here.
Right.
So respect it to the point where you just adjust.
Right.
We're not gonna have a conversation about the fact that, I'm just saying that's just my feeling about it. I feel like it just needs to be during that, man, this is what you give me. Because I already have to go through cramps,
Right.
period alone.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You know, all the other stuff that can come along with it. Sometimes I'm just exhausted for no reason at all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you already have to go through these changes. You got to have babies. You got to be doing all this stuff. Adjust.
Now, let me ask you this. And this is a question that other husbands may have as well. I have the answer to the question too, though.
Okay.
So I want to know if there's another situation in which it's okay for me to talk about your period with you when you're on your period or about to be on. And I think I found a time. Here it is.
But okay, why do you want to talk to me about it?
I'll tell you right now.
I need to know that.
I'm about to tell you right now.
Okay.
Okay. This is another vulnerability. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes when April is about to come on, it's not usually when she's on, sometimes when she's on too, but sometimes she's about to come on.
You're just telling all my stuff.
It's okay. This helps.
Okay.
She says to me that she doesn't feel pretty, right?
Yeah.
So she'll ask me more than the usual amount of times, how do I think she looks? And I can tell she's asking for more validation than usual. And then sometimes she'll actually say to me, I feel so ugly. And I'll actually say,
I will not say that. I feel so ugly.
yeah, you said that.
I've said that before.
Yeah.
Wow.
And usually when you say that, usually when you say that,
that's a strong word.
when you say that, I say, you're an idiot.
You do say that.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Then I say.
Now I know what you're talking about.
Then I say, babe, I think you might be about to come on.
You do say that.
And you never have a problem with that.
That's true.
That's because in
But
that
that's
situation.
because in that situation, we're talking about my feelings. We're not talking about you hating me.
I don't hate you in the other situation.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about you irritated with me. We're talking about my own feelings. I get like that. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm all.
And sometimes you can't figure out. You'll
I don't
say,
even know
why
am I
feeling like this? And I'll say, babe, we might be coming close. And then you'll be like, oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
I
You see what I'm
know.
saying?
That is not the same.
You're right. So my point is, I think that's good to clarify, though. I don't think it's the mention of your cycle that's
true.
the problem.
No, it's not.
I think the issue is the times that we use it when it seems like we're using it to benefit us,
Right.
rather than to just make you feel better or something, which is what you need in that situation.
Yeah.
In that situation, you needed something to help you feel like you could understand why this is happening. And sometimes
Right.
you're like confused. Why am I feeling this way?
Right.
Because I mean, I'm clearly fine.
Oh,
Why
my
am I
goodness.
feeling like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but I get that. No, you are so right about that. I don't want to hear it when you are telling me I got
Tripping.
an attitude, I'm
Right,
tripping.
right,
And
right.
that's not a good way to bring it up.
right.
It's just not.
I agree.
And when you know that there are some emotions and different things, that's why I need you not to be as sarcastic.
Right.
That's why I need you not to be
Right.
joking about stuff that's, you know what I mean? I need
Yeah.
you to be more, caress
Softer.
me, softer, be,
you always say to me during that time, not always, but sometimes you'll say to me, John, I need you to really love me. And I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
And I don't want to have to necessarily tell you that.
Right.
But I know sometimes I do, and
Right.
that's okay too.
Right.
But it doesn't happen often enough for me to be upset about that.
Right.
But I feel like it would be nice. I'm just saying, it would be nice if you just adjusted. This has been going on since you've been with me. I've had
true.
my period.
Well, clearly.
I mean, clearly. So it's not new.
Chemo said, you understand what I'm saying. April voice with knife hand hitting palm. Look out, Jack.
What?
I like to stock up on chocolate or cookies and ride out the storm. I was like, I'm going to try that next time. You know what I'm saying? It's never a
my
storm,
goodness.
though. I feel like the filter I am able to use to control my emotions is also affected by those hormonal shifts. I think the feelings that I have are usually mostly legitimate.
Okay.
But on a normal day, I would be able to filter it, like I do at work email response. Like when someone is drunk and the truth just jumps right out. There's an unusual, there is usually
at least some
Thank you,
truth
baby.
to their words. It's just that they wouldn't usually say that stuff out loud.
So this is one of the
Right.
things that April said this last time.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that came through loud and clear. And it actually made me feel a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
I was already feeling kind of like this is only happening because of the time of the month we're in. And what April basically said to me was what Anna just said. She said, this happens all the time, actually. It's just now I'm saying something about it because I can't hold it in. And I was like,
Yes.
wow. So
That's
that realization was something because it's like all this time she's been dealing with this. This is a legitimate thing. This is real. But for whatever reason, she can't hold back now, but she's been holding back all this time.
Anna,
that made me feel pretty bad,
That's
actually.
exactly what happened
so
this
I am a
past
jerk.
time.
You know what I'm saying?
That's actually what happened.
Because I was thinking, I'm
You
not
know-
really a jerk. This is just her. You know what I'm saying? She's saying, yeah, you are. I just don't say anything normally.
Yeah, I just didn't say anything about it because I didn't, it was fine. I could deal
Here's
with it.
Edward's question. If you can control it in front of your boss, etc., why can't you control it in front of your husband? And I think Anna just said.
Watch it, Edward. Watch it. Watch it now. Watch it.
I think Shalita
Watch it now.
Shalita already told my facts, Team April.
Thank you,
So
Shalita.
I do think that what Anna just said is part of the reason. It's the idea that there are hormonal changes that have happened inside that make it so that maybe in a normal situation where you could have a filter, you can't have it as well in this situation like you normally can.
Ed don't like the word can't.
Yeah, I guess not.
I'm saying.
Or maybe he don't want to have it.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
listen.
Am said Ed feels some type of way.
Let me just say this, Ed. You don't know, but that word can't. Seriously, like I had to say what I had not said for the couple of weeks that it was happening.
Right.
I had to say it. And I'm saying, no, you don't have to be mean about it. I wasn't mean or rude, but I had to tell him this has been going on and I can't hold it no more.
Team April, where's the benediction? Facts speak April. Courtney talking about bloated.
Exactly, Courtney.
Okay.
What?
So
You don't even feel good.
Let me get Anna again. The same reason children are worse behaved with their own parents. Your spouse is your safe place. It isn't fair, but there is definitely a safe place to let those emotions be felt. That is true,
Yes.
Anna. So I definitely feel
Yeah.
like when we make that comparison, April says this to me a lot. You talk to your church members this way, but then you won't give me the same courtesy. I do think that the thing that has helped me with the way I behave with her is to think, would I want someone else that I work with to see me like this? Or would I speak to them that way? That definitely helps me to think twice before I say stuff. But I do believe that there is something that we share in terms of a closeness that makes it so that when you do something,
You
it
can
hurts
be-
me more
yeah.
than it does when my coworker does it, because the coworker doesn't know me like
Right.
that. So the coworker
you
definitely
should
didn't do that on purpose.
You should be free to express yourself. But I do still believe that, what's that Bible text that says that husbands should be, gentle with their wives?
Yes,
I mean,
exactly
it
what
actually
says.
says that.
It says don't be harsh with them.
Don't be
actually.
harsh with them.
But some translations say be gentle.
Exactly. So I'm saying,
I think that's in Galatians. No,
know-
might be in Ephesians.
I'm just saying.
I'm not sure. We gotta look that up.
That's important.
Kay said, female bodies go through so many changes on a regular, consistent basis throughout their lifetime, from puberty to menstruation to childbirth,
Yes.
changes after that. It's a lifetime of ongoing, constant change. It would be great if men could be sympathetic to all of that we go through.
Yes, because they wouldn't be here if we didn't.
That's true.
All I'm saying. They wouldn't even be here.
It brings
So
us into the
Ed,
world.
I can't hold it. Okay.
Brian said, Team John,
Can't.
gotta go hide. Said too much about this topic. Someone call me in 24 hours to make sure I'm still alive. Gabe said, I tried to stay on Kay's good side during that time because I don't want her to be mad at me when she comes off it. Hello? Exactly. I needed to be like ready for me when this thing is over.
Oh
You know
my
what I'm saying?
goodness.
Okay, yes, let's go back to where we began. Men don't say a word. You definitely don't have to say it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I definitely think so. And Edward said that's a great point, Anna. So that's good.
Good.
Jared's
Thank
here.
you, Ed.
Can we start over? Oh, wait. Man, Shalita's like all in your stuff, man. 100%
Yes,
April. You know what I'm
because she
saying?
understands. We all know. All the ladies know.
That's true.
Recap.
We can put the question up there. I'll put
Here
it
we
up there
go.
right there.
All right.
And I don't have to put it the other way, but you know what I'm saying?
So that's the question. My wife and I sometimes have arguments, and it seems like it's always around that time of the month. I want to say something so badly, but it feels like I can't. Do you think reminding her of her period, this is funny just reading this, sorry, when she gets like this is a good idea? No.
Right. The answer is no.
It's not a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah. And Gabe talking about he tame April today. Man, good
Thank
mess.
you, Gabe.
How you gonna do that? Because I got to
Yes.
cover my own behind. Yeah, these guys know what they're doing.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
you know.
Oh man. You want to put this one?
I don't know.
Music Soul Child has a great starting point with the song Teach Me. Took me a while to realize that as a man, there was so much more, so I guess I could learn about how to treat my wife if I just slow down and make myself available to hear and listen.
You know, that's really the question that I want to ask right now. The question I want to ask is it really difficult to be gentle? Does it really take a lot of effort to just give the wife, or the girlfriend, that that love and that gentleness during that time? Like, is it really that difficult? Does it take a lot of effort? And that's why it's so, irritating or whatever it is to you guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it so difficult to change and adjust during that time to be more gentle?
The answer
Does it take that much effort?
The answer to that specific question is no.
Okay.
I don't think it takes that much effort to be more gentle.
But
most of the time you're asking for more than just gentleness. No, let's be real.
What else are we asking for?
All kinds of stuff. It's not just being gentle.
Be specific.
You want more attention. You want more. Basically, what you want during
Some
that
don't
period.
want more attention. Some want less.
That's true. Some want space.
Some want space.
That's
Some
true.
want you to just leave them alone.
I can't speak to everybody's situation, but I will say this. There are times when my mood at the time makes certain things that you're asking me for feel like work. And sometimes I'm tired from whatever it is I'm doing. It's hard to do all that work. I'll give you an example. It's work for me to watch what I'm saying. You know that already. I like to just talk.
You need to work on that anyway.
That's right. I'm working on it all the time.
That's why the Lord had you marry me.
So I'm saying that's a regular thing that I'm constantly trying to do. And then during that time of the month, sometimes you need it more than usual. And it's already hard enough for me. And so that becomes a bigger thing. And if I'm already if I already have a lower emotional bandwidth, let's say I spent a lot of time dealing with people's problems and issues and stuff that they were going through, then I might come home feeling emotionally exhausted and drained. And it's hard now to think. And so here's the problem. It's not so much that I can't do it. It's that when I don't do it, the reaction that you give me at that time is something that I really didn't want. And I'm like, man, now I got to walk this back and figure this out. And oh, brother. So now it becomes a thing. You see what I'm saying? That's really the thing. It's not that hard. It really isn't. It's really not that big of a deal, especially for someone that I love so much. It's really not that big of a deal. I do love you like that. You know what I'm saying? That is true. Anyway, the children of Israel had it right in Bible days. The women had to leave the camp during the cycle.
Wow. Horace. Ooh.
And then Horace said, I'm kidding, honey.
I'm about to say, Jocelyn, you best to get him.
Am said, put Horace out of Chime camp. And Naomi talking about too late. And hit the nail on the head. We come from a more emotional place instead rationale. Oh, instead of being rational, yes, I agree.
Yes.
Yeah. Horace was a brave soul. He will be missed. I guess the $50 loan he gave me has been settled. Okay, I guess you have to pay that back. You know what I'm saying? I think we should end this live. A few of us might not make it out alive tonight, Horace. I have no tolerance at work either when I'm having a hard month. Everyone gets a piece. Wow. Oh, my goodness. I'm setting the couch up now. Lord have mercy. Jocelyn, you're going to kick him out to the couch. By the way, I've never slept on my couch in my life.
No. We don't do that here. We don't do that.
If there is a dispute, you invalidate their feelings by questioning if their opinion is being caused by the hormones. Might be safer to assume that the opinion is just being more boldly shared because of those hormones. And that's what I think. That's what I think I am with it now.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think I'm at the place where I realize that none of your feelings are fake. It's just these are feelings that are either easier for you to articulate than usual. Oh, Colossians 3:9. Thank you, Primo. You should have put that up there a long time ago.
Edward.
Yeah, poor Edward's a goner, man. You know what I'm saying? but the point is, Minnie Winston, how are you?
Hey.
This is Ed's wife. Oh, that was Ed's wife. Please tell him again if I can't. So Ed was talking earlier though when he was asking him other questions, and then Ed's wife just came on just now.
Thank you, Miss Smith. Thank you.
Oh man. Okay. There would be no problem. Hey Tony, there would be no problem if they
Population. If they had to experience this struggle bus. Husbands, just be sweet, listen, hush, rub her feet, and say, can I help you? Yes. Thank you, Tony.
In all seriousness, God knew who he gave what. Is anyone so John flinching after his response to Abel's questions? Yes, that is. You are looking closely there, Brian. That's very good.
Oh, my goodness.
David Gums, yes, because of the misconception that men need to be strong at all times, it is more of an issue in men learning to be in touch with emotions that make it harder to communicate with their significant other. I do think that plays a part of it, too. I do think that's a big part of it as well. And I think if we could get over that, that would help us to be more emotionally in touch with you in that situation when you really need it.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just like to see y'all talk. Thank
What
you.
up?
Wait,
Hey.
Charles Knight, is that Wesley?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
my
up,
goodness,
Wesley?
man. What's the deal, man? So you're just voyeuristic today? Is that what's happening? It is not difficult to be gentle, but it takes education, intentionality, and consistency. If I tell myself what I need to do, I can do it. It doesn't come naturally though. That's where I am, Primo. If you give me a little runway, if you basically say I think this is happening, or if something happens that helps me, man, I can click back into that mode where I'm supposed to be, and I can do the right thing in that situation.
So do you want me to say, I think I'm about to come on. I just need you to know that. Like, even though I haven't gotten any warning,
Like,
no
no joke,
I don't know.
no
I
joke.
don't.
That would actually be helpful.
Okay.
But here's
But
your
I usually don't know.
You don't know. That's your problem. You're
I
probably
just-
never gonna say that.
I know. I just don't.
Primo
keep
says
up
it's not
with all
difficult to
that.
be gentle, but it takes education and intentionality. So
You read
that's
that.
but that was
Yeah.
him responding to me earlier. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Tell him, Reverend. At least he's here.
Yes, at least.
From a human standpoint, it can be difficult. However, the Bible tells me that in times of difficulty, I need to die to self. That is true, Edward. I'm assuming that's Edward and not his wife again. You know what I'm saying? And then Jared talking about cleaning up, John. Okay, if I don't know how to deal with my emotions as a man, then I can't help with yours. Not that we can't learn. Now, okay, so David, I don't know if that's what April wants. I don't know if she wants me to help her with her emotions.
No,
during
I
that
don't want
time.
any help.
Right. All she wants me to do is to stop acting so me during that time.
Right.
That's what she
Not-
needs.
Well, I mean,
No, you want me to dial it back from
I just
100
need John to dial it back.
85.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying? That's what you want.
John
Yeah.
is sarcastic. He's going. He doing. All that. Sometimes I need you to just, let me be. Sometimes I need you to just let me be, and you not be making jokes and stuff. I love your jokes,
Wesley
but-
said, "Yeah, that's me." What's the deal, man?
Hey,
You ain't normally on here, man. I'm glad to see you though. It's nice.
welcome.
What did I miss? Oh, late and wrong.
Oh,
What
woo.
you are just in
Ask
time.
Saba.
You are just in time for the music and the Team John Team April. That's what we're going to
Exactly,
right now. Horace about to get disfellowship. That's true. I started a GoFundMe account for Horace. Brothers, let's give liberally. I'll be back when y'all talk about sex. Oh, that'll happen again soon, man.
Yeah.
It
We'll
doesn't
get
have to
that.
do with sex. Oh, okay, it has a lot
It has
to
a
do
lot
with
to
it.
do with sex
You know what I'm saying? We
because-
talked about that several times in this thing too.
Yeah, I mean, if you acting like that during that time,
Which is what
when
Gabe
she get
alluded to
off,
earlier.
What Gabe said earlier.
just said,
when
I
it's
want to make
over-
sure that I'm on Kay's good side during it so that when it's over, she's
Exactly.
not on my bad side.
Exactly.
Or I'm not on her
Because
bad
you just
side.
had to wait 5 to 7 days.
Whatever that is. You know
And
what
then
I'm saying?
afterwards, she's still mad at you because what you did during that 5 to 7 days?
Exactly.
No.
Now, that's a whole nother show.
That's a whole nother
But that's a
show.
question I wanted to ask the men that I would have asked if I had thought of it. And that is, how many of you are motivated to make sure that you do the right thing during that time because you know during that time you can't get any and you're hoping you don't mess it up after, you know what
when
I'm saying?
it's over.
I bet you a lot of guys feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's see who's Team John and Team April tonight and whether or not I got any votes at all.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? During the
If
time
y'all
of the
Team
month.
April, come on, do the Bakey bounce. Come on.
Cynthia just said, during the time of the month, give me a soy chai latte grande, please, and a box of thin vanilla Oreos. That sounds
Yes.
real good, though.
Just
You know
sit
what I'm
me
saying?
in front of This Is Us. Okay, give me some brownies and a glass of milk. I'm good.
What kind of milk?
Oat milk.
Almond milk, you know what I'm saying?
Oat milk.
Okay, so Abdel already said Team April. Gabe said Team April. He's normally one of mine, you know what I'm saying? Akua said Team
Gabe,
April.
you need to get
know
a
what I'm
Team
saying?
April t-shirt.
So
Okay.
you can hit the reactions, by the way. We always say that if you're on Facebook especially, use the thumb up for John, use the
Heart
heart
for
for
April.
and the laughy face for both of us. Brian says, I'm with John. Plenty of room. Plenty of room in my doghouse. Projector and popcorn. You got a doghouse with a projector in it? That's dope. Jocelyn, Team April.
Yay,
Cynthia,
Jocelyn.
Team April.
Yay, Cynthia.
Tony, Team April always. Why do you ask this question? You already know.
Yay!
Hey, Kay said every month she gives her husband the heads up when to expect the
What?
unexpected, just in case. We both have an understanding, so no one feels.
I like.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try that, Kay.
I'm telling
I am
you.
going to try it.
Kay.
If I can.
Kay and her man, it seems like every week they come with some, pretty good stuff. I think they have a good marriage.
I think
You know what
so
I'm saying?
too.
It seems like by the
Go ahead,
comments at
Kay.
least.
Go, Kay.
Michael Shelton is
Go,
Team
Kay.
April.
Yes.
You can send my shirt anytime. Like, Team April all the way.
Yes.
That's Keisha. Horace, Team April?
You
To
better,
keep the peace?
'cause Horace
He said,
about to be on the
good point. I want to see the t-shirts. By the way, we'll put that up again so that you can see it. All you got to do is go to merch.justjohnandapril.com, and we actually have Team John and Team April t-shirts on there.
Yes, and
You
we
can go
have
right now and
top
see it.
chime t-shirts.
We do.
And sweatshirts and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so,
you can see that. Yeah. So Madeline's Team April.
I
Shalita
think
put a
I
heart, so that
won,
means
I
Team
think
April.
I won.
Kala is Team April. Goodness. I need an auto Team John button for me.
I'm a drive with it.
Oh my goodness,
I'm a
man.
drive with it. Thank you.
Debbie says Team April. Edward said, I got you, John. Thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Dana said, April all day, not today, John. Well,
Thank you,
you're
Dana.
you're my campus sister, but you know what I'm saying? That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Team April, of course. Miss
Yes,
Claxton.
Naomi.
Team John and April, Lorna. Okay,
Hi,
good. Thank you very
Lorna.
much. Scotty. Shoot, I'm back for my second week, and my wife and I'm late.
Replay.
Yeah, you got to
go back and watch it.
Just do Team John for that reason. You know what I'm saying? David Gums, Team John. My wife don't watch the broadcast yet. That's good. So he can say Team John and not feel worried about it. So
Right.
half of your votes are because the men's wives watch too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you may not have
Right.
really won by as much as you think.
Okay.
Team April,
I'll
she
let
gave
you-
a
I'll let you
sermon,
pick that.
watched the replay, and passed the collection. Courtney said Team April.
Yes.
Here's the merch place, guys. Merch.justjohnandapril.com. You can go there and check out our merch even now. All you have to do is click that link that's in the actual comments. I think it's a link in the comments. I don't know how it works like that, but anyway.
Wait, did I say Team April? Yes, you
I meant
did.
Team April.
That's right.
Okay,
Exactly.
there we go. That just reached out to Hubert Davis, and he is with Team John too, and proud of it. Mama said Team April, but I love you too, John. Thank you, Mama. And she said, thank you for loving my daughter.
Hi, mommy.
I try my best every day, Mama. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and do the
Okay,
bank
Mama.
hat bounce, mama. Come on. Yeah. Oh.
Kay said, I think you both win every week. Oh, thank you. That's
Aw.
very nice of you, Kay.
Kay is so sweet.
That makes me feel good when I lose in situations like these. You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all, we're going to be
This
back
is good,
on Friday
guys.
with an episode as always. So go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. If you haven't done it before, you can go ahead and do that now.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to get this right here.
What am I trying to get? What is it? You got it?
Where is it? I don't see
It's up
it.
there.
I think it's this right here.
Is it? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and actually I can do that without this. Yeah, well, let me see. I can do it like this, see?
There
And
you
then,
go.
and then I can
There you
actually
go.
put anything on the screen that I want now. Like that. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on all of our socials. Or this right
John,
here.
John, you like
know what I'm
pressing
saying?
buttons, y'all.
I really do. It's a lot of fun. I got some people on here that need to see their
Thanks, Horace.
stuff. Anyway, we'll be back.
Yeah, Madeline, you doing the bounce?
You know, Fridays we always put out an episode. So if you go to YouTube and go to Just John and April, then all you have to do is subscribe. And Friday afternoon we'll have our podcast episode ready. We'll be back here again next Wednesday at 9. So we'll see you. See you today. Horace likes the merch. Thanks, man. And thanks for the Stream Deck. Yeah, you're right. You do need one, Lou.
Yeah, you need one, Woo.
All right, y'all. So go to the merch store and get yourself a Team John or Team April shirt. And you can get, the other stuff that's there as well.
You can get
that
Just
would
John and
need.
April shirts. Again, you can get you a
Yeah, you
cell
can get you a iPhone.
An iPhone
one.
case.
We don't have cases for Android on purpose. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we'll see y'all next week, and we love you guys. And
Yes.
thanks for everything.
Bye, guys.
Bye.